So you want to move to Bergen County, New Jersey. Wow. Okay. Well, here's what you need to make it and to live in Bergen County, New Jersey. Now, Bergen County, New Jersey is one of the wealthiest counties. Actually, it's the wealthiest county in the whole country. You have people on average, well, so you have people who make $0. You have people who are homeless and on the streets and make $0. But you also have people who make, 200 million a year. I would say to live in Bergen County, New Jersey depends. Are you single, married with children? How many children? How do you want to live? You'll want to always lease cars and go on a vacation every year, two vacations a year. You want to have 50 pairs of shoes, But I would say let's start off with this. If you're a single person in Bergen County, New Jersey, and you want to rent a 1-bedroom, and you don't have any dependents, you're not taking care of your parents, you're not taking care of any children, it's just you. You don't really have a lot of friends. You don't go on vacation. You don't drive a fancy car. You have, one pair of sneakers and that's it, one pair of shoes. And you work for a corporation. They pay your benefits. I would say you probably could squeak by on, I don't know, 60,000 a year. That's no vacations, nothing nice. You just, you're living. One person. You're married. Let's just say you both make 60,000. That's not bad. 120 for two people. You're still in the same 1-bedroom. Okay. Problem comes in is, and we love our children. They're blessings, but children cost money. So now you and your spouse make 60,000 each. That's 120. Now you have a child. Bergen County, New Jersey. Oofa. Now things are getting tight. You're not going to go on vacation. You're not going to, you'll be doing like weekends at the park, which is fine. You're not going to drive newer cars. You're going to, be watching your P's and Q's. If you have 2 children at 120,000, yeah, you're in big trouble in Bergen County, New Jersey. You're probably going to need assistance of some sort, I would imagine, with 2 children, 2 parents, because now you have to you're 4 people. Anything more than that at 120, yeah, it's going to be bad. So I would say, like, if you have 2 children in Bergen County, New Jersey, to live comfortably, mom and dad or parents and 2 kids, I don't know. Again, assuming you both have a good job, they pay all your benefits, you don't have to worry, you just punch in, punch out. It'll say $275,000 for a family of 4. You'll pay your bills and stuff, and assuming you have a good job and your spouse has a good job. So yeah, I mean, Bergen County ain't cheap. I think a lot of times we get into problems because, I got to have 15 pairs of shoes. I got to go on vacation, big vacation once a year, maybe 2 vacations, a couple weekend getaways. We have to have 2 leased brand new cars every 3 years. We have to, whatever, right? You're going out to eat, going out to drink. The kids got to play sports and more club sports and more tutoring and more sports and more sports and, another weekend getaway. Yeah, then shit, you probably have to make 400,000 a year. But it all depends on how you want to live. You know what I mean? So that's it for Bergen County, New Jersey. Not a cheap place to live, but if you, live below your means and don't keep up with the Joneses, yeah, you could probably live on that. Again, depending on the type of job you have and all that jazz too. But tell me what you think, Bergen County, New Jersey. What does it cost to live here? I'm out. Bye.